Hey, thanks for checking out Vinyl and Hops, episode 12, the Record Store Day preview. Yes, this week, this Saturday, April 22nd, is Record Store Day. If you don't know what Record Store Day is, I'm not going to go in and really dive into it. I mean, you could be there for days. So go to recordstoreday.com. It's the best source for what's coming out, what it's all about, who this year's ambassador is. Which I think is St. Vincent. Love her. Last year it was Metallica. Kind of cool. So yeah, we're just going to talk about some of the things that we will be looking for in downtown Houston when we are out and about. So first, what are we drinking?
We have Firestone Walker's Luponic Distortion number 5. It's a series they started towards the tail end of last year, I guess. It was probably third or fourth quarter of 2016 that they released 1 and 2. I want to say first quarter of 2017 they did 3 and 4, and 5 just came out recently. But basically it's IPA that they just kind of rotate hops in. I cannot tell you off the top of my head what hop is in this one.
Cascade.
Is it?
I was trying to name all the hops.
And it doesn't tell me in here on the can
Citra.
at all. Firestone Walker, I really wish you put everything on the can other than what hop this is. So
It's a new hop. It's Luponic.
Luponic.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like something like Luponic Distortion. Is that what it is?
Luponic Distortion.
That sounds like a sweet guitar pedal
It does sound like a sweet guitar
that
pedal.
I would like to use.
I mean, it's also a good beer if you're listening to distorted music,
Yes.
because
It looks metal.
It does kind of look very metal. It's got the bear and the lion fighting
Yeah.
for the hop that's kind of radiating power to them. But yeah, if you can find these, the first couple series were very difficult to find, but as they put them out, they seem to be getting easier to find. But they do go very quickly because you're supposed to drink it very quick because it's very fresh.
Yeah, I see that. Drink within 90 days.
Yep.
Beer before glory. That's awesome.
It is a delicious beer. Highly recommend it. By the time you might still be able to find 5, 6 or 7 will probably be trailing pretty quickly after this. So in case you don't get 5, keep your eyes open for 6 and 7.
So 1 through 4 were also IPAs?
Yeah, they're all
IPAs.
pale ale IPA. It's just a different hop. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it's kind of the similar grain bill for all of them, and they just kind of change out the hops and maybe change the timing of the hops to get different bittering flavors from them. But
Are they coming out frequent enough that you could do a side-by-side comparison to taste the differences in them? Or is it like 4 comes out in 90 days, then 5 comes out, and then...
that was kind of the weird thing, because 1 and 2 seem to come out like right beside each other, and then 3 and 4 seem to come out right beside each other, and then I've seen 5, but I haven't seen 6 anywhere. But I mean, like I said, 1 and 2 came out long enough ago that you wouldn't want to have 1 and 2 at this point, because it'd be well past 90 days since they were brewed. But
They're aged.
I mean, yeah, you lose some of the hop flavor. It just doesn't kind of carry through as well.
Then it tastes like a double IPA.
If you're lucky.
All right, let's talk about some records. What will we be looking for? I'll go first. One thing I'm going to be looking for, Aurora Riot's first album is being released on vinyl. I have the Rum Line. I don't have the Orchard yet. That's probably as far as I'll go in my Aurora Riot collection for personal reasons, which I've talked about in an earlier episode. But I would kind of like to add this to my collection. It looks like, I'm going to my notes here, 1,200 are being released. So it's not a lot to divvy up. So I don't know if I'm not gonna go like I have to have this, but if I run across it, I will pick it up. Another one I'll be looking at, or none of mine were I'm going solely for this. Like last year, I went for it was last year or maybe the year before. year before, Megadeth had the single release on Record Store Day, so I went looking for that. But nothing really this year I'm looking for, just some things if I run across it, I'll pick it up. Snapcase, they were a hardcore band from Buffalo. I never really got into them, but I'd kind of like to. What I've heard, I thought was really good, so I thought this would be a kind of a good introduction if I could run across that. And it is the Looking Glass Self album. So I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but well, we'll find out. One thing I guess, kind of looking for this one. It's 7-inch from Darkest Hour. It's got a song off the new album, and then it's got covers of Painkiller from Judas Priest and I Don't Want to Hear It from Minor Threat. Those are both top favorite songs for me, so I'd love to hear their take on them. 7 inches are cool. And from what my buddy Jim tells me, the new Darkest Hour record is actually also pretty good, so I'm going to check that out as well. Kind of forgot about them until I saw they're releasing this, and part of the proceeds are going to a charity. I do not recall which one. I will look it up and put it right here. Man, if I didn't, that looks really dumb. But you never know what you're going to get here. So Ray will be coming. He'll be joining us. We'll be out and about. What will you be looking for?
There's a few of them. There's some really interesting various artist records coming out this year that I'm interested in. Dogfish Head's a big supporter of Record Store Day. And so they do a tour around the country going to different record stores. Really, they've been focusing in the Northeast. I hope they expand it out. I would love to see them come to Houston with this tour. But every year they do a beer to drink music to and a sampler that's music to drink beer to. So if I run across a Dogfish Head music to drink beer to, I'm definitely picking it up. Pineapple Express soundtrack is going to be released on vinyl for the first time. I believe it's the first time.
Is that a good soundtrack?
It was a very good soundtrack. It was a great movie, great soundtrack.
It's a good movie. I've seen it.
Yeah, wow. Shocking.
Hey.
Speaking of movie soundtracks, I know that this one's going to be in high demand, so I highly doubt it'll be there by the time that we get through the line, but Space Jam. If it's there, picking it up, but I'm sure it'll be gone within the first, however long. Specific bands, though, Against Me is putting out a 7-inch picture disc. Love that band. Good, cool story. Every album they've ever put out has been great, so excited about this one too. Brother Ali has an album, so does UGK. They're both putting them out on vinyl. So if I see either of those, I don't really have any rap on vinyl yet, so I would love to pick up either of them. Two great artists. And then one album that's brand new this year is Warbringer's vinyl is going to be. They're promoting it on the Record Store Day list. So if I see Warbringer, Woe to the Vanquished, I'm definitely picking that up because I love that album.
A couple other ones that I failed to mention. There is I don't know if it's going to be available in the US or not, but there is a Doctor Who kind of audio story with an additional disc that has sound effects. So that would be pretty cool to grab if I run across it. And then Toto is releasing an Africa-shaped Africa single, so who doesn't need that, right?
Exactly.
So if I run across that, I'll pick that up. So check us out probably here early next week, and we will share with you our findings. The good thing about the one place we go is they kind of also hoard some of like the really good stuff that gets traded in from other collectors. And they put a lot of that out as well. So I'll find, 5 albums in there and only one from the Record Store Day, selection. So who knows what I'll end up with.
Yeah, I think the few times I've gone, I don't think I've actually, maybe the twice I've gone, I guess. I don't think I've actually picked up a Record Store Day release, so I picked up super rare albums that I've never found anywhere else. So.
Right, yep. That's where I found Manowar Held England, so never know what kind of gems you will find. Go out and support your local record stores, buy some music, listen to it the way it was meant to be heard. I'm just talking about on a physical copy, not specifically vinyl, but support your artists. Support your local music stores. Support mustaches.
And beards.
And beards.
Support facial hair in general.
You should.
Except for Hitler stashes. We don't need those.
And Hawaiian shirts.
Definitely Hawaiian shirts.
All the way.
I need some more Hawaiian shirts.
Everyone does.
Yep.
If you want to buy us some, head on over to patreon.com/LOTD podcast and support us. Money goes to wine shirts and beer for not only Vinyl and Hops, but the podcast. We have a podcast? What? There's actually more of us? Yes, there is. And 2 other fine lads, Ben and Chris, sometimes Brendan, sometimes Jim. You never know who's going to join. And we talk all kinds of craziness. We just did an episode on baseball. We did one on conspiracy theories. We've interviewed some random people. We've talked all kinds of crap. 106 episodes for you. LOTDpodcast.com or search Live on Tape Delay. Stitcher, Google Play, App Store, whatever podcast app you use, Pocket Cast, Downcast, whatever. We're out there. And if we're not out there, let us know and we'll get there. We'll see you next time. Peace.